As I was getting out of the military, I read every book I could get my hands on to go into this deal. And I'm sure everybody here has heard of Robert Kiyosaki. And I'm sure you've also heard that John and Jimmy talk about the fairy dust. Who do you think was a victim of the fairy dust? That's right, this guy. All right, so they were talking about fear early on and how it makes you vapor lock. Well, what I did was I bet off on $38,000 worth of training, and now I got to pay for it. So I had a little bit of a motivation. Okay? But this stuff works. I paid that off in 60 days.
All right.
But I can tell you what, you can get the same training from these two guys for a heck of a lot less money. Just throwing that out there.
28,000. I'm sorry. Got quiet.
Just the way we rehearsed it.
By the letter, buddy. All right, I'll go through the preliminary stuff here. I'm a cash buyer and a qualifier for loans. Now, what dictates that is the deal. That's simple. Once you present me with the deal, I can get back with you soon on how I'm going to tackle it. I just got to come up with the exit strategy and that type of stuff. The favorite parts of town that I buy in, Saginaw, Watauga, North Richland Hills, Denton, Pilot Point. I've got properties scattered out from Pilot Point all the way to TCU. So I don't discriminate just because, if it's in Azle, hey, that's fine. The numbers work, we're on it. I mean, I don't care how far it is. If it's a deal, it's a deal. So don't be afraid to shoot it to me. ARV price point, usually what I do is $80,000 to $125,000. I have bought houses for more than that, but I rarely will go under that. I mean, the 80. So my method of investing at this point is buy and rent or owner finance. I'm not flipping anything. I'm not selling anything. I'm buying and holding strictly. The range I'm looking for as far as a rehab is $8,000 to $15,000. I can fudge depending on the numbers game. Absolute must-haves are single-family 322s or multi-family duplex and up. I will not invest in war zones. I'm not interested in Section 8 housing, and I will not look at 322s that were built before 1975. That's this guy. The war zone. As I said, my name's Jay Castles. My phone number is 214-794-7716. The number one thing I can tell you guys is get over the fear. It doesn't exist. And for those that analyze it to the point, like they say, you're paralyzed, you'll never make a move. I bought my first house from the Success team. I used Renee to purchase that property. I had Mike Statler do the inspection on that property. So all of these people, like Jimmy and John say, are definitely worth it. I'd like to leave you with one of my formulas. So if you do find something, you can get it to me. I'm going to use a duplex as an example. If you got two sides that rent for $500 a month, you take the two sides. That's 500. 500 is 1,000. You multiply that by 7,000. Then you multiply that by 12. The maximum I'll pay for that property is $84,000. If you come across a property that's less than that total number, you need to be running over yourself to get a hold of it. Did everybody get that? If you take a duplex as an example, each side rents for $500 a month. Both rents combined is $1,000. You're going to multiply total rents by 7, and then multiply that figure by 12. That is the maximum I am going to pay for that property, period. And these are calculations. $84,000 is what that would equal for a duplex with 500 on each side. And you can do that with a calculator at your table, looking at a classified in a newspaper.
What do you figure your ARV is on that, just as a random?
Random example, once you get into multifamily properties, ARV is a little bit hard to A lot of people think my property's worth this. It's an income-driven property. It all dictates on how many renters you have in there and how much money you're bringing in. That's what that property's worth.
Time. Do you have any questions for Jay at
I
the
got
end?
cards in my pocket. Come up to me. I'm
Who'd you buy
guilty.
your last one from?
That would be Jimmy, yeah.
Oh, okay, I just want to make sure. Did I help you go even down to the eviction? I show the man where the eviction court is.
I did my first eviction 2 months ago.
On the one I
So
sold him.
that goes to show you that if you string